we're heading over to UNM to speak with Abel Sanchez, the diving team's head coach who competed just 12 years ago at the Sydney Summer Olympic Games.
This portion of Good Day New Mexico is brought to you by Streamline Swimming Equipment and Apparel.
Good Day New Mexico photojournalist Alex Volek met up with Sanchez to learn more about the sport and to see what the judges are looking for.
So there are 3 levels in diving. 1 meter and 3 meter are springboards, so the board's flex. Platform, it's a solid piece of concrete. For men, they do 6 dives, the women do 5 dives. The diving groups are front, back, reverse, inward, twisting, and within the twisting category, there are 4 groups, which are front, back, reverse, and inward. And then on platform, there's a handstand element or a handstand category. A tuck position is when you're in a ball. So you're grabbing your knees, you're in a tuck. That's a tuck position. Pike is going to be when your legs are extended out and you're wrapped around your legs. So that's a pike position. So when you hear the announcers talking about pike, they're usually folded in half, tucked, or bent. A hurdle is a walk and then an approach down onto the board, and then they're going to take off. The scoring system is 0 through 10. If you fail the dive, you get 0s with increments of half a point. And so the perfect score obviously is a 10. There are usually 9 judges. They take an average of the 9. So the harder the dive, the more points you're going to get. If you're going to score perfect scores, 30 is obviously the magic number to get. 30 times the degree of difficulty. So that's the way they get your score for that dive. The judges are looking for height, they're looking for strength, they're looking for speed, they're looking for accuracy, bundled in a package of hopefully some grace, some beauty, an amazing entry on the bottom. If it's a great dive and you end up vertical, it's perfect. It's going to get a good score. When you're sitting at home and you're watching diving, just admire the top, look at the bottom, and unfortunately, a lot of scoring ends up being how well you enter into the water. So if you're guessing based on the entry, you're going to be pretty darn close. Competitors will all have diving lists that we work on, that we try to perfect. And so those are the 6 dives. I may have 8 dives in my repertoire or 9 dives, but I'm going to boil down to my best 6 dives. And those are the dives that I'm going to compete. And prior to the Olympic Games, I submit my list, and that's the list that I'm going to do. Now, I can change it the day before competition. So the day before, I sign off on it, and it's locked in. I'm doing those dives. So they have to perform the dives that they write. There's no deviation, there's no, maybe I'm going to kind of change this thing. No, it's what they put down. The hardest part about diving is taking off. When you're standing there, you're ready. When you're up in your hurdle, you know, there are a lot of butterflies, being able to control that. But I think once you take off, just the hardest part, just getting off the board, from that point to the beginning part, that's the toughest part. So what makes a diving difficult? The number of twists, the number of somersaults that they do, and the position. So if it's a front 4.5 tuck, that's a difficult dive. But if it's a front 4.5 pike, I don't think we're going to see that this Olympics because no one's doing that yet. But those are the big dives. China's dominated. They've taken over. But I think this is our year to come back. This is our year to walk back onto the award stand. I think we have a great opportunity to earn some medals. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think there'll be some surprises, so it should be good.
We want to thank Abel Sanchez and the UNM diving team for their time in helping us better understand the sport of